First video of Know Yourself series is the topic of today is purpose of life. So when we are growing up, normally, as a child or, especially as teenager, we talk about the purpose of life a lot more. And then we define, we tend, because that's the time when we tend to define ourselves. Usually because, the kind of structure and the kind of environment we are operating, in these times and ages. So our purpose of life mostly revolves around the profession. So either we are choosing to be a doctor or a engineer or any profession that would come into your mind, or you're influenced either by family, friends, or peers, parents. So that's how you would define your purpose of life, and then you would say okay. And on the side, at best you would think to contribute something in the society by doing charitable work or some philanthropy. So that's the typical teenager outlook of life. And even today, if I look back, so a lot many my friends and family and my circle, so we have achieved a lot more milestones in our lives. So we are doing well professionally. So one after the other, they would be either promotions or you evolve as a professional as well. Um, and so once you achieve those milestones, then what? I think the deeper understanding of the universe is that's a question that everyone would like to understand and solve for, and hence is our purpose of life. Why the universe is being created? Why we are sent here? Why? What is so uh, we all in the world of living beings, from atom to mountain to plants to animals to humans. So that's how we are evolving from. That's all forms of atom, from be it mountains or plants or animals or us, which has the free will and the consciousness. And we are step up from angels as well, because all the others can do the ibadah for Allah. So what is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of this universe? The purpose of life is to cleanse our soul, to transform our soul. We are all given a challenge, and we are sent here, and that challenge is particularly to that particular individual, and that is to transformation of your soul. And how is that going to happen, and how do I know? Because in Quran, this in the second ayah of Quran, which is Surah, starts from Surah Baqarah. So the second ayah talks about the believer and the righteousness. So if you have to be righteous, then the consciousness, it talks about taqwa, and there's so much talk about consciousness, which is essentially taqwa. So, and consciousness is that particular thing, that particular milestone that we have to achieve in order to achieve the transformation of our soul. Because we have been sent here with some darkness and a particular challenge towards, every soul comes with a unique challenge, and then they have to solve for. So once since we don't think that way, so we don't really understand that if there is a pattern in our life, that's because that we are unable to solve our soul purpose and soul challenge. And that's why we are just stuck in a pattern of our life. It keeps on coming back through in our behavior, in our emotional system, in our spiritual system, in our belief system, and then in our physical system, which I'm going to talk about energy. So these are the energies that we produce, and that's how we create our life. So the purpose of life is to bring consciousness and transformation of soul. Transformation of soul cannot happen without the consciousness. So if you're not conscious, and how do you define, what is consciousness? I think let's talk about that, because that's very, very important. So when we think about taqwa and parhezgar, so typically we would think, we would have a sketch of a immediately a sage, or a he sage or a she sage, but it's not physical. It's a lot more beyond physical appearance, or it is a lot more spiritual, I would say that, once consciousness brings full self control over your emotions, over your thoughts, and over your actions. That's what the conscious decision making is. In corporate world these days, we are talking about agile methodology and informed decision making and conscious decision making. I think I really laugh about it, because sometimes I realize that this concept has been introduced hundreds of years, thousands of years ago, because that's what the consciousness is, informed decision making. That's all it is. So if you have control over your thoughts, if you're choosing to be in that situation, because there is another ayat that talks about that we will be forgiven not based on our actions but on our intent. So it all depends on intent, right? So it all depends on your consciousness, how much you were conscious at the time of your decision making. So if you did not have that intent, and your intent was something else, and then the action or the result came out to be completely different, that's not in your control, because that's in control of Allah or universe, of any power that you believe in. So that's the purpose of life, to inculcate consciousness in daily life, to have full self control over yourself. And then and that's how you're gonna purify your soul. And every soul has come here with a particular challenge which they have to solve for. And how they are going to solve for, because first we have to determine what kind of challenges. I will also share the challenges in my later videos in this series, so that you would know that what kind of challenge that you face in your life, and what can be the possible reasons. And there has to be some emotional reasons, because mostly darkness comes from your emotions, the trauma that the incidences that you hold on to, or the anger, or the all the darkness is satanic, which we have been told time and again that it's not permissible and it's haram, and then we need to have self-control. And that's why a lot many intoxications are not permissible. That's why anger is haram, is equally haram as all other things. But then since we are not very conscious about it, so we feel that that's something which is okay, and then we do it probably 10 times in a day. Or we get frustrated. So once you get frustrated, it means that you are questioning the will of Allah or the plan of Allah for today, and because we have planned something else, and then if it doesn't work that way, because our belief is it's only us and Allah. So there is no third person in between. If you're blaming someone for anything that has happened, then you're engaging another force in between you and Allah. And that's why you don't end up forgiving people, you don't let go, you judge, you criticize, you blame, and that takes away your personal power of creation. So if you're not conscious, that's the cycle that you will end up into. And if you are conscious, then have you will have so much control over your thoughts and emotions, and your darkness is not going to take you over. So once darkness takes you over, what does that do? Once darkness takes you over, it means that shaitan has taken over your soul. So it's not that you are controlling your soul, some other force is controlling your soul. Then your mind if your mind controls your soul, then again it's not something which is the best situation, because mind plays likes to play a lot more games, and makes plans and manipulate people, and then mind is going to be usually keeping you in future. So that's what the consciousness is. That's what the purification and transformation of soul is. Because if, for example, if you have come here for your job is something that keeps you unstable. You go in a workplace and then you have hard time adjusting because of your ex behavior maybe, or you may not be very good at business. So if it is a skill set problem, then that's something that's not a place for you, and you're choosing to be in a profession that may not be in sync with your destiny. So you need to pull yourself back and then think it through, and then give yourself another chance. But usually we are so absorbed with criticism and social pressure and peer pressure, we don't revisit our life at all, and we try to push ourselves in the same direction, and then garbage in, garbage out. If you keep on making the same mistakes, you're going to keep on getting the same result. So, or if you have a challenge with your relationship, you may be a people pleaser because you are looking to for some validation or approval. So that will take away your personal power, your self-esteem issue. Again, if you're a narcissist, again it's a self-esteem issue, but because they are also looking for validation and approval, but uh, the behavior that a narcissist has, they take your energy. A victim, they give the energy. So that's again both the behaviors, I would say, be it narcissist or victim, that's not very healthy. That's not something which are permissible, and then you need to get hold of your own personal power. Your soul needs to be in complete control of your personal power, your power of emotions, your power of thoughts, your power of belief. So your soul needs to be that defining energy rather than the other way around. So when you start seeking validation, when you start looking for approval from other people, then you are giving away power to other people, whether to approve you or to reject you. So that takes away your consciousness. So that's not the space that you would like into be. And that's the kind of soul work we have all come here, and that's the kind of work with it we need to consciously choose to do it, because that's transformation of soul needs to happen. When we go back, we have come here with a sole purpose, and Allah has sent it to us, and then He has crafted a life journey. And then what happens is we craft another life journey. Our milestones, our education, our career, and our marriage, and then house. All those milestones that we all have defined back in the day, or now we are defining for the kids. So, but then there is another journey which has been planned by the destiny. So when that doesn't get in sync, that's where the frustration and the anger comes in. And the smarter thing to do is to surrender to the destiny and then opt what is coming your way. Because if you don't, then you resist, and then the longer you're gonna resist, the longer the time period is going to be, and then your present is going to be very, very miserable, and then that time period is going to be stretched. So the transformation has to happen, and then there is a journey which is being crafted beyond our control. So if your milestones are in sync with the journey that is being created for you, then very good, good enough. If it doesn't, then you opt for the things that are coming your way, and then you adjust and be happy about it. Because contentment, if there is no gratitude, Allah says, if you will stay happy and in gratitude, and I'll give you more. So that's the transformation of the soul is our soul purpose, and that will only happen through consciousness. When we think, reflect, meditate to understand what is happening in our life, only then we can get hold of our emotions, thoughts, and some control over our life. We really can't control our life, because um, I always say that, whenever I make a strong statement, I have to reverse it in next 30 days, because Allah makes sure that I do what I don't like to do. So, because Allah has crafted things in a particular manner for all of us, and it's better that we leave it to Him, and then we adjust ourselves according to the journey that He is wanting us to be on. So that's the sole purpose, and that's the purpose of our life, to bring consciousness so that our soul transformation can happen. And then when we go back, we return to Allah, the soul that He has given it to us in a better form that is required for us to work here and cleanse here and to give it to back to Him, so that He can give us reward in the form of Jannah. So that's the whole concept of coming to this world and going back, and then get the reward. So that's where the sole purpose is. So people will always come and go, people will always let you down, relationship will come, will go. The only thing that would last is your relationship with your own self and your relationship with the Creator. So that's something which is extremely important, and then nothing in this world can take that over. No relationship, no job, no business, because that's your relationship with Him, and that's the most precious relationship. Please keep me in your prayers, and I'll do the same, and I'll see you in the next video.